pretty much, since I'm doing this thing, I might as well explain what the hell I'm doing. Well, big open world, and I'm crafting for the most part, so that's really all I do these days to get my traits researched. In order to make better sets of gear, you have to find gear that has certain traits, i.e. like the divines. Got a lot of divines there. Yeah, but okay, or impenetrable. But you find pieces of gear with those different types of traits, and you take them to a research station, and you research that trait, lose a piece of armor, but you now know how to make armor with that trait. And that's pretty cool. And then once you know so many traits, you can find places such as these, like the Old Town Cavern, and you can make different sets of armor. The higher the zone, the different sets that there are. I think there's like 8 or so sets. But for instance, I have the white streak, which if you wear so many pieces of the set, you'll get the different effects. And I mixed that one with the Willow's Path for when I have my healing out and stuff. I get all the extra recovery and so forth. Then when I have my tank stuff out, I have the white streaks. It gives damage shield after your health goes so much, and yada yada. Yep. Alright, back to hunting. Figure out a second way to get into this place. And I always have to get void stone because that is the metal in which I would use to make those armors. Oh, look at that. That's a little glitch. I'll take it. I'll take that. That's a funny one. Oh, there. Oh, no. There we go. Cool. I got my little riding my cockroach or something down here. How the fuck am I going? Oh my God. And I've pretty much found that the best way to find gear for research is to do little quests. You get the end reward, as long as they're like up to your level. You get the reward, and they're usually usable for the most part. But I mean, it's to the point now though that I only have one or two more things to research, so it's really difficult. But I feel like here's one of these crafting stations I was talking about earlier. Kind of show you what I was explaining. Okay, yeah, see how you got multiple things here out in the open world. And Willow's Path. Oh, this is one of the ones that I made. I'm in New Alliance area, so I'm still discovering things. But so you got refine, creation, deconstruct, improvement, and research. So I have 0 traits to research for anything. Still researching. That's another thing that happens is the more traits you research, the longer the next one takes in real world fucking days to months at time. These ones I'm researching here I think took 26 or 28 days, something like that, real days. This one will take 30 some odd days, but a good thing to do is when it comes to these later ones, you know, like this Nernhond, I might not want to wait necessarily, you know, 30 days, you know, for it before I can make that armor. So what I'll do is, excuse me, I'll give it to an alternate character that doesn't have all these already researched. This will in turn be the first one it researches, which will only take a couple hours. And once I have it researched, now I have it researched forever. I could constantly bump out as long as I have materials, Nernhond trait researchable gear, you know. So now you can take those Nernhond ones and you can, you know, bump them up, bump them out, you know, like a little China factory, and market them, you know. I think they go, but you need the materials, which, you know, those you have to find too. So, you know, there's a catch, but, you know, it is what it is. It's probably the best way, in my opinion. And then when it comes to creation, you see up there it says to the upper left, robe of Willow's Path, and then print in the little things it says 6 traits. So you have to have 6 traits researched for each piece of gear in order to make that piece of gear with this trait set, Willow's Path. And the lower, earlier on zones you go into, those ones will be like, I think the minimum is 2 traits. That's it. Yep. And that's what I'm looking for, is more pieces of armor with those traits that I need to research, because you need to get them on there as soon as possible, dude, because, you know, they take fucking hella days now for them. And when you have all 9 of those fucking things researched, you can make this other gear where you can have It's the best there is. You know, it takes 9 trades to be able to make it. I mean, man, it's freaking everywhere. I just want to get to my location.
Greetings.
Return them to the shadow! Children of Lorkaj, be gone! They're worse than the Colovians were. Be gone, spirits! That is one. Now let's head to the next site. Only one remains. John and Jode, protect us! Well done. Let's head to the central tree. There I can force out the rest. This should seal Fort's Grimwatch for now. The first main? Incredible.
You have done well, traveler. Stand beside... This one is as Shazar named him. The Dromathra, Aku's Re, that passed through the flame. Receive the touch of the first main.
That light. Bright, the entrance to the...
By the moons. Ha! You have any more? No. There you go.
This game is seriously... If you want to get a game that is freaking time consuming and never fucking ends, and you will always be able to do something, and in a new area, this is the game. I've been playing this game forever. This is the first time I've been to this place right here. And it's gonna keep going like that. I mean, I still have this whole zone to discover. Reaper's March. It's the last zone of the last alliance that I need to explore and complete the quest. This is where I started. Right here. This is the first alliance side right here, including the entrance to Cyrodiil, where it's PvP. This is where you start at Stone Falls. I almost fucked myself. Each one of these little things is a place to discover and a place to do a whole bunch of quests for, find sky shards to get skill points, which is how you really build your character. Skill points. Yeah, each one of these I can now travel to. Way shrines, you can travel to them for a cost, or you go from way shrine to way shrine for free. But I mean, this is one hell of a time consuming game. Each one of these areas, and these aren't little areas. These aren't like Destiny fucking Earth, you know. Each one of these areas is bigger than Destiny's, any of Destiny's planets. It's probably, each one of these little areas, I'll slow that down, sorry. Each one of these little areas is probably the size of the entire Destiny world. You know, that's just the size of it. It's huge. Yeah. It does get a little bit repetitive. A lot of fetch here, go here, clear this, bring this back. You know, like I'm doing now. But it's in new areas with new characters.
Does not think so.
And
There's a ruined
yeah.
doorway on the south wall. Just so you. This day has done.
I really don't listen to the dialogues.
Yes.
I haven't for
Just in
quite some
books,
time.
partially.
Really, just let me get through the shit. Let me find some new gear. Let me get the tag for exploring, you know, whatever. What up, Philip? What you up to?